Have you ever wondered how you could have more energy, have better looking skin, and feel amazing? If you want to learn those tips, watch this video. Let's go.
If you can get through that, you can get through anything, okay? And at that moment, I knew my life would change forever. Hello, how you doing? Yes. Can we all just stand up really quick because you've been sitting for a minute? Can we all stand up, move our legs around? I am Tina, otherwise...
Meet Tina, StarzTina Wilson, a beacon of hope and transformation for women over 40. As a licensed life and health coach, Tina specializes in empowering those who have faced life's toughest challenges.
The edge of their seat. So when someone says, Tina, how did you do? I'm going to say, I had it at the edge of their seat.
Drawing from her personal triumphs over tragedy, Tina guides women on a transformative journey. Her unique approach is grounded in the 5 pillars of transformation: mindset, heart set, nutrition, fitness, and resilience. Tina's mind, body, and soul awakening program isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Through her online fitness boutique studio, she merges physical well-being with emotional growth. As an international motivational speaker, Tina's voice resonates across continents. She inspires and educates through her podcast, her dynamic presence on platforms like Clubhouse and Toastmasters International, and her compelling storytelling. Celebrating her latest achievement, the publication of her first book, No More Traumedy, Tina continues to leave a lasting mark in the art of transformation.
I said I need to make a book for anyone who's had some type of trauma or tragedy, because there's no playlist. People don't like to talk about it. Remember, I was with my coach and I'm like, well, this person's got a cool thing. They do motivation, they do finances. I talk about traumedies. That's not cute. He's like, Tina, you make traumedies look good. Yeah.
StarzTina Wilson, transforming lives by overcoming one traumedy at a time.
Hey, good morning to you, and also you. I want to welcome you. I am Stars Tina, and today I'm feeling supercharged. Today we're going to be talking all about those wonderful colors of the rainbow. And as I talk about the colors of the rainbow, I'm just curious, where are you watching from, right? Are you watching this on the replays? This is day 17 of our 30 days of elevation. Good morning, mommy. Let's take this opportunity to say good morning to everyone, right? Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, those of you on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. If you have not already, go over there and subscribe on YouTube. I am Tina, also known as Stars Tina, your life and health coach, that person that's going to take you from good to great to amazing. And every single day, I'm going live, and this is day 17 of our 30 days of elevation. And in these 30 days of elevation, my goal, my focus, my target is to elevate you with your fitness. That's the main thing. But of course, you're going to get a little mindset and all that wonderful stuff. And you see, I'm surrounded by all this wonderful fruit today. Ooh, what do you think we're talking about? But before we get into these topics, I'm just curious, have you ever been out in the world and done some type of picking, like apple picking, strawberry picking? Are there any other types of pickings? And I don't care where you live, right? Because when I was in New Jersey, we used to go apple picking. My Aunt Donna reminded me this yesterday, apple picking. And I've been strawberry picking a few times. And if you've never been, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Usually it's really hot. And I remember I went apple picking, I think it was, I'm not apple picking, strawberry picking. And I got out of the car and I was so excited. And I think I was excited because it was something I had never done before. Do me a favor, if you've ever been apple picking, strawberry picking, right? Pumpkin picking. Yes, I love that. Oh my gosh. During Halloween, oh my Lord, Jesus, this is a great story. See, this is why my God is so amazing. Because when I started, I'm like, I want to tell them a good story, but I couldn't think of a good story, but I got one for you. So, Halloween, they have pumpkins all over the place. And I remember my girl Sarah and her friends, we decided we were going to go on a hayride and go. Why do I keep saying apples? Okay, we have to go apple picking family. and we were going to go pumpkin picking, right? And if you're from New Jersey, you know it's a poquito. Okay, it's a lot of cold. It's a lot of cold in New Jersey. I hate the cold, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. My skin is not built for the cold. But we're out there, and it was cool because we got to go on a little hayride out to the pumpkin field, and you just walk around and you look for your pumpkin. I remember my mother and Renee, when I was living in North Carolina, they came and we went apple picking. Mommy, you went pumpkin picking, right? Remember, we carved them out. But anyway, we're in this field, and it had to have been thousands of pumpkins, big ones, little ones, all the different shades of the orange. It was just so beautiful, right? And the best part for me had to be after one, because we got to get out of the cold, and the other, all the great foods they had for us to buy and eat, right? Like they had pumpkin pie, they had apple cider, they had so many wonderful things. So I'm sorry, guys. I promise I'll never do it again. See, I'm trying really hard to stay within 22 hours, like the dentist says, but the Invisalign just hurts when I talk, and I can feel spit coming all over the place. Forgive me. I promise, Renee, I promise I won't do that again. Anyway, if you've ever done any type of outdoor activity when it comes to apple picking and that sort of things, you notice that you get a little bit closer to nature. And when I think of that, I think of getting a little bit closer to God, and it feels so good. So today we're talking about the rainbow, guys. Eating, eating, eating. As I told you, I'm a life and health coach. So everything that I do is all about fitness, all about health and wellness. And what you eat is so important. If you did not know, heart disease is the leading cause of death in America. I repeat, leading, like number one, uno, uno, right? And that's not a good thing. And this is something that can be preventable. You can stop it. If you didn't know, my father passed away 49 years old in his sleep from a massive heart attack, right? Something that could have been prevented. And that's why I'm so passionate about this topic. Today, we're talking about eating the rainbow, because when you're doing this, it's just going to keep you going. I'm going to talk about all the different colors, right? But before we get into those colors, it's all about book. No more traumedy for kids this week. If you click that link there, the QR code, or if you text the number 732-656-8973, and I see over there on YouTube, Instagram, you can just go to my bio. You're able to get a copy of the book. Not only is it signed copy, but you're also going to get gifts from us. We give out traumedy kits. Traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. When this happens, life-changing experiences occur. I wrote my book for adults, and after that, I wrote a book for kids. And this week, I'm reading from the kids' book. And this section talks about nurturing plants, nurturing ourselves, the benefits of gardening. And with this book right here, just like the adult book, the first thing is to acknowledge what you're feeling, right? Are you mad? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you frustrated? Once you acknowledge what you're feeling, the second thing is to express it. Tell someone. When you express it, it lets people know what's going on and you get better. And the third thing is to figure out what you can do to push through that pain. And in this particular part of the book, the back of this book gives different activities for children to do. And this one talks about planting. Perfect topic, right? So taking care of plants can help you in many ways. Among other things, doing this can give you patience. We could all use a little more patience. Watering for a flower to bloom or a vegetable to sprout can teach you to be patient and trust the process. When I think of this, excuse me, I just got all sorts of things, excuse me, all sorts of things happening today. Trust the process. And I believe it's a bamboo tree where you plant it and it doesn't grow. Renee, you can look this up just to make sure. You plant it and you don't see anything for X amount of years, and then it sprouts up in like a couple of years. She's going to get some information for me, but it's all about that patience, right? To let the water nourish it, to let the sun get in there, to have the right soil. All of these things are important for you to have patience. And that's in all areas of our lives. Responsibilities. You learn that they need to take care of their plants every day for them to grow. Self-confidence. Seeing the fruits of your labor can help you to feel capable and competent. Planning and organization. Gardening can help children learn to plan and organize. Adults too. Problem solving. Engaging with flowers can help children develop problem solving skills. And this is the page from the chapter. You know, there's a picture. And again, this is our children's book. So if you have children or you know someone who has children and you want to give them tools and skills, this is the book you want to get from them. Now, today, as I mentioned, the tip of the day is eat from the rainbow. That is today's tip. And thank you, Renee. The bamboo tree. Actually, bamboo is a type of grass, not a tree. It takes years to grow to its full potential. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, crew. So as I mentioned, we're talking about the rainbow. And if you can see behind me, I have all sorts of colors, strawberries, blueberries. Okay, you don't eat this really. I do the intermittent fasting, so I can't eat it. I can look at it, though. I can't eat it. All righty. So when we talk about eating from the rainbows, think about what you ate yesterday, right? How many colors did you eat? And as I look over here, I did have an avocado. I was going to bring an avocado up for you guys, but I ate my last one yesterday, right? Hey there, Jessica. So green, there's lots of greens, right? Are you getting your greens in? You got the grapes here. I got some spinach up here. Greens. How much greens did you have yesterday, right? And then I have an orange here. But let me get into the back end of it, right? Because I got some notes for you. I got some good stuff. I got some good stuff. All right, here we go. First of all, let's talk about red, right? Like tomatoes, oranges, sweet, but I'm sorry, reds, tomatoes, strawberries, red peppers. They're rich in antioxidants like lycopene for the heart. So these are really good for the heart. So think about all the red things that you eat. And it's really simple, right? Just get some strawberries, red peppers. I like that. Oranges and yellows. Think about this. What did you eat yesterday that was orange and yellow? Carrots, oranges. I had a sweet potato yesterday, bananas. These are high in vitamin C and beta carotene for immune support to your eye health. Remember when you were younger, like I remember I say, eat your carrots, it's good for your eyes, eat your carrots. Green, spinach, broccoli, kale, cucumbers. This is full of fiber, folate, and vitamin K and E for strong bones and healthy digestion so we can get everything flowing, right? Blues and purples, blueberries, eggplant. When I thought it was like, wow, I can't remember the last time I had eggplant. I got to get some eggplant, right? Purple cabbage. Ooh, uh, grapes. These are packed with estrogens that support brain and heart health. So if you want your brain and your heart, those are the colors you want. Now, when I saw this one, I was like white and brown. I was like white, but there are some good white things. Because I know I say don't eat whites a lot, but garlic, onions, mushrooms, cauliflower, right, contain compounds that support immunity and reduce inflammation. So if you're wondering like why you're swollen, it, eat some more of these things. The idea is that by including the rainbow of colors on your plate, you're also covering a broad spectrum of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients for your body, which your body needs for overall health and wellness. So let me see if anyone wrote in the chat here, what colors are you eating, right? This is so simple, so easy to do. Eating the rainbow. And as we mentioned, we have our online boutique studio. We're in our week 2 of our 21-day challenge. And I'm going to give you a little peek into next month, what we're going to be talking about, because this being day 17 of elevation, I was like, I kind of like this. We may change the time. I don't know, but we're definitely keeping the topics. And next month, week 1, we're talking about sugar. So for 5 days straight, we're going to be talking about sugar and then protein, carbs, and then healthy fats. Because sometimes we just don't know what to eat, what's healthy, what's not healthy. Of course, you've got to do what's best for your body because we're all different. We all have different needs. So I want to challenge you. When is the last time you went to the doctor? I want to challenge you to go to the doctor and get your blood work done, right? Once you get your blood work, look and see what you need. I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago. Oh my gosh, Dr. Ramon Sanchez in Tampa, Florida. Oh my gosh, I Papi Chulo. The best doctor I've ever gone to in my entire life. I legit took a picture with him. I gave him a Google review. Why was he so good? First of all, had given him, I went there with my blood work because I already knew. I knew my thing, right? Gave him my blood work. And he literally broke every single thing down. And if you know anything about me, I'm like, question, 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 question. But you have to know what's going on with yourself. And if you don't, it's all about prevention, right? That is why we have the very first Women of Color Holistic Wellness Center here in Tampa, Florida. I'm so excited about it, right? I got Jess on my side building it up. And my goal, my focus, my target is to have a place for women to come to before they get sick, right? Why wait until you get sick to fix yourself. It doesn't make sense, right? So here at our studio, we have classes, a variety of classes in the morning and the evening. It's stretch, it's flow, it's elevation, it's breath work, right? Our workshops. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for our up and coming workshops. We have one coming up. We don't, Jess is coming up with a cool name because she's just cool like that, but it's going to be painting and sipping on healthy juices. Ooh, because our juice lady, Jamitra, she's amazing, but actually drawing and painting, wonderful. Last week we had a workshop about consistency and we did vision boards, right? Vision boards are so, so, so very important. The rainbow is all over your plate, like we said. Oh, I'm just reading. Sorry, guys. So the studio is what I'm talking about right now. I'm trying to do more than one thing at a time, which I should just stay with you guys, right? Forgive me, forgive me. So in our studio, we do all these things. We have workshops, we have our seminars, we have all those wonderful things, and we have a lot of events coming up. So with that being said, this is day 17 of our 30 days of elevation. Today, eat the rainbow. All right. Do me a favor. If you're watching this, type in the chat, your comments, share it off with someone because we want to be healthy, healthy and wellness. So the last thing I want to ask you before I get out of here, guys, is did you get your Elevate 360 on today? What is that? When you elevate your 360, first of all, you're tapping into your faith, your spirituality. Secondly, you are exercising. And third, you're getting personal development for yourself. So, did you get your 360 on yet? That's the question. When you do, just type it in the chat for me. And as I leave you here today, I'm coming to the top of the mountain. And I want to say to you, bring the volume down just a little bit, Renee. It's a bit too loud. As I leave you today, standing here overlooking all the wonderful things that God has given us, I want you to challenge yourself before this year is over to experience something in nature. Maybe you go on a hike. Maybe you go apple picking, strawberry picking. Because when we connect with something bigger than ourselves, ooh, baby, it is powerful. Because I'm telling you, when I connect with nature barefoot in the grass, like, grounding, the sun, all that stuff, it just makes me feel so good. And it's all about that feeling. We all want to feel amazing, right? And I want you to realize there's like three parts of how you kind of feel. First of all, you have those days where you feel amazing. Everything is great, 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 great. Everything's wonderful. And then you may feel really, really, really sad, mad, depressed, whatever. And then you got that in between where you're just kind of like, It's okay. We have all these emotions and feelings. With that being said, guys, I'm so grateful. I am so excited you are with me here today. I am Tina. Click the link, join our tribe, come back tomorrow. Thank you for your time. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye.